In this day and age, we all have a decision to make. Do we choose to use energy produced out of trusted sources, but of which we know they pollute our environment, like oil or coal? Or do we choose to invest in research of new and clean sources of energy, which has the name nuclear fusion? If we want to make this choice, we have to be informed. Only then can we make a decision that is based on facts. Nuclear fusion in itself is a very simple process. In a nuclear fusion reactor, scientists try to merge two very light cores together to form one larger and heavier core. To understand how we produce energy out of this process, we have to visit the chemical side. An atom is built out of three parts. In the core, we find two of these building blocks, the neutrons and the protons. Around the core, we find electrons. But to make it a bit simpler, we will disregard these. Everybody knows atoms from one thing, the table of Mendeleev. With nuclear fusion, we try to replicate a process that happens every second on the Sun. For this, we need the lightest atoms that we can find. Hydrogen is very light because it exists only out of one proton and one electron. To make nuclear fusion work, we have to use variants of hydrogen that hold a bit more power. Otherwise, nothing would happen. For this purpose, we use isotopes of hydrogen. Isotopes are naturally unstable. These unstable little brothers of hydrogen have one or two more neutrons in their core. We use these two isotopes. You can look at it this way. The more drunk people you have in one room, the greater the chance of a fight breaking out. These two isotopes of hydrogen are being fired at each other at tremendous speeds. In this way, we try to make them fuse to create one larger and heavier atom. Out of the fusion of these two isotopes comes a new core that is heavier. This atom is called helium, although I would not try to inhale this one. You can see that one of the neutrons was expelled. This neutron is so unstable that it releases enormous amounts of energy. This energy is then used to produce electricity. This is the invisible dance that powers entire cities. It happens 7 light minutes away and makes the world work. If we could replicate this process, it could power Belgium for a whole year in just under 20 minutes.